Welcome to the eCommerce Badassery Podcast, the place for scrappy female entrepreneurs who want to learn actionable steps and strategies to grow the traffic, sales, and profit in your e-commerce business. I'm your host, Jessica Totillo-Coster, a 20-year retail veteran who spent 3 years as the only employee of a 7-figure online store. That shit was crazy. I know exactly how it feels to do all the things, and I'm sharing everything I learned the hard way so you don't have to. I may have started this business by accident, but supporting badass bosses like you lights me the fuck up, and I am so stoked to see you grow. Are you ready, babe? Let's roll. Welcome back to the eCommerce Badassery Podcast. I am your host, Jessica Totillo-Coster. We've been talking a lot about the holiday shopping season here on the podcast, and your days are likely consumed with planning and executing your holiday marketing campaign. But have you thought about how you're going to take advantage of the influx of traffic and customers that you're going to attract over the next few months? Whether it's brand new customers who have never shopped with you before, customers who have been dormant for a while, or even your die-hard fans who shop with you all the time, I want to make sure you're capitalizing on this season, not just to make a ton of money right now, but to start off 2023 strong. So today we're going to talk through 10 things you can do to bring your Q4 customers back in the new year, because as you hopefully know, a repeat customer is worth a whole lot more than a new one. The first step is to make a really good first impression when they do shop with you. And my favorite way to do that, you guessed it, email. And there are 2 flows you're going to want to create to accomplish this. One is a post-purchase thank you email. Create a text-based email so it looks like you sat down at your desk and wrote it. Thank them for making their first purchase with you and let them know how much you appreciate their business. This one seems really simple, almost too simple. And truth be told, it's not necessarily going to be a revenue generator, but this quick automated step will instantly deepen the relationship you have with your new customers. Once you've got the personal thank you down, then it's time to make sure they have a really great experience with the product they just bought from you. And the way to do that is through a post-purchase education email flow. The ultimate goal of this email is to give the customer everything they need to have a great experience with your product, or so they can articulate to the gift recipient. This is especially important if your product has a learning curve, but even if you think it doesn't, there is someone out there who needs a little bit more support. Seriously, even the simplest, most obvious thing to you isn't obvious to everyone. Back in the day, I worked with a client who sells a razor subscription for women and shea butter. When doing the research for this post-purchase email, I started digging through her customer reviews to see what people had to say about her product. And side note, your reviews are one of the best places to figure out what people need help with. I came across this review where the customer was talking about how slippery the handle was, and she kept dropping it in the shower. One of the things that makes this particular razor superior to all the rest is that it has a metal handle. But it also has a rubbery grip, and as a customer and end user of the product, I never had an issue holding onto the razor. Except for that time I didn't rinse the shave butter off my hand before picking it up. It's kind of like when you get a cup of takeout coffee and it says caution hot on the cup. It seems obvious, right? But you have to assume your customer knows nothing. Now that you've set the stage to make a great first impression on your customers and give them a positive experience with your brand and product, let's chat about how you encourage them to return. One of my favorite ways to do this is with a bounce back offer. This is a great option for any of your biggest selling seasons, whether it's Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, back to school, it doesn't matter. The idea of the bounce back is to take advantage of the increased traffic and get this offer in front of as many people as possible, and then bring them back during a slower time of the year, like January or February in the case of Q4. And if you've ever shopped at Old Navy, you've probably received super cash at least once, right? The important thing is you have to remind them when it's time to redeem, because most customers are distracted and forgetful. And this can be as simple as sending an email at the beginning of the redemption period. Another way you can encourage repeat purchases from your customers all year long is to implement a rewards or loyalty program. What's great about these is you don't have to give much away. And in fact, most loyalty programs only give back about 5%. It's a small price to pay for repeat customers who spend 3 to 5 times the amount that a new customer does. This becomes a really great email marketing opportunity as well because it gives you a reason to keep in touch with your customers, such as letting them know when they've earned enough points to redeem a reward. You can also run special events around the program like double point days. Plus, you can set all sorts of rules around the program so you don't have a bunch of unused points laying around, like having points expire after a certain amount of time or when a customer hasn't earned or redeemed in a while. One of the simplest ways to bring people back is to actually give them a reason to return. Whether it's a New Year, New You campaign or a Valentine's Day Love Fest, create a marketing campaign around a time and topic that makes sense for your business and make sure you include this new group in your marketing. And it doesn't have to be a huge campaign with a wait list and all the things I talk about in the product launch process. It can be simple. This is just a way for you to have a conversation with your customers and spark their interest again. It gives you content for social and email. It gives you an opportunity to highlight specific products. And there are just so many fun things you can do to drum up excitement about your business again when it's wrapped up in one of these mini campaigns. You'll also want to take this opportunity to gather as much data about your customers as you can, because the more personalized you can make their journey with you, the better. Whether it's through a survey, a quiz, or even just a quick manage preferences update, find out more about this person and what they want so you can tailor your content and marketing emails to be more relevant to them. Speaking of email again, this is a great way to make product recommendations. The amazing thing about technology is that we have so much data we can use to send targeted offers to our customers. Once you know what these customers are interested in and resonate with most, create a special cross-sell email campaign to recommend products you think they'll enjoy. Now, I don't necessarily recommend that you hyper-segment your audience all the time. That can actually hurt you more than help you. But if you have specific products you know would be a great fit for a particular group of customers, you can tailor the messaging to that specific group while keeping it more general for the rest of your list. If you're using ads in your business, you'll want to make sure this group gets added to your regularly scheduled retargeting campaigns. And even if you're not running ads all the time or at all, make sure you include them the next time you have a new product launch, promotion, or even during the next heavy gifting season. The most important tip of all today is to keep communicating with them. This seems obvious, but so many businesses are missing out on the power of email marketing. Once you take them through the post-purchase journey, don't stop emailing them. And this is important any time of year, but especially after you get an influx of new customers during a big shopping season like holiday. Sometimes marketing is just about being top of mind, so when the customer is ready for a product like yours, you are the first person they think of. And then lastly, don't count them out if they don't come back right away. It's possible this new customer isn't your ideal customer, but a loved one in their life is. So even if they don't come back and shop with you for themselves, don't count them out. Hang on to their data so you can re-engage them during next year's holiday season. So there it is, 10 ways you can bring back your Q4 customers in the new year. And no, you don't have to do all of these. I just like to give you some variety so you can choose the ones that make the most sense for your business. And most of these ideas, well, frankly, all of them, are powerful outside of the holiday season as well. So even if you think you can't take advantage of something right now for any reason, implement it in time for your next influx of customers. And that's a wrap. Thanks so much for spending your time with me today, and I'll see you on the flip side. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you like what you heard, I'd be so grateful if you'd leave a review on Apple Podcasts, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you're looking to surround yourself with more product entrepreneurs who totally get your life right now, get your booty on over to the eCommerce Badassery Facebook group. Can't wait to see you there. Until next time, e-commerce friends, stay badass.